9,200 30-pound triple slide cruiser fifth wheel with opposing living room super slides and full bedroom slide coming in here. Overall, my impression of this is pretty good. It's got some bumps and bruises. I'm going to point those out as we go. But I think any RV that gets used with regularity, which this one seems to have had, you're going to have some of that. Now, here's the thing. They're small, they're blemishes, they're cosmetic. There's no major structural, like hasn't had a punch through the sidewall, hasn't had collision damage, there's no leaks. Mechanically, she's sound. She's just got some surface wear. And hey, so does my car, you know, that's part of the reason you're getting this for not the full new RV price tag. This thing gives us a lot of windows, which is really nice. You get some awesome airflow because they all open up. You know, great breeze capacity. But what you might be noticing almost immediately is this furniture arrangement. This little swivel rocking love seat and this big sofa on the rear wall, I don't think they're there from the factory. But they did a really good job matching them up with something that looks good in this camper. I think this was probably a sofa originally, and I think of the rear wall were probably a set of recliners. And the folks kind of flip-flopped this around a little bit to be a little bit more in tune with kind of modern RV design and furniture layouts, and I like it. It's different, but I like it. You don't have to have that sticking out quite so far, but it does give you the ability to kind of pivot around and really enjoy yourself. And I do like all those windows, you know, you get a great view here. But it doesn't really interfere with you getting through anything. There's plenty of room to still walk through here. All of the counters in this, in the kitchen rather, are solid surface and, you know, very nice cabinetry in here. We were a cruiser fifth wheel dealer for a time, and I tell you, they were put together. They were put together well. The company just decided to go through some changes that didn't quite fall into what we look for in RVs and from Haylett RV, but this was built during what I kind of consider one of the best times for the Cruiser fifth wheel series. Huge window right there. Look at this thing. You know, colors were very common for the time, brown and brown and brown, but everything looks good. I like the contrast. I like the little almost distressing or shading in the cabinetry as well. It's not super flat, which is why I think it works for me. I want to take a second to kind of open everything up and give you a look through all the kitchen space here, because overall this thing has, you know, quite a lot of kitchen capacity. And it, you know, it's whether it's in the main slide, if you're looking over here in the island, there's storage. There's even storage space that passes through the island that is accessible on both sides of the island, which I think is very cool. Which is, you know, if you've ever had a can of soup fall and roll to the back of the cabinet, and it's, you know, really hard to try to open those up and get through there, well, now you don't have to worry about it. The TV, by the way, is on a swing arm pivot mount, so if you want to swing that around, you can. Although the way it's arranged, I don't really think you have to, you know. Now, I want to point out, like I said, where I see a couple blemishes. This cabinet door right here, it works, but it's obviously been split. I think I know what happened there because I've done it myself. I think while the slide was closed, this cabinet door popped open in transit, got caught behind that slide flange, and you don't know to stop until you hear crack, and it's a little too late. I'm pretty sure that's what's happened, because like I said, I've done it myself. The other thing that I was like, I'm kind of curious as to what happened. The bathroom door has had it's had a moment. I don't know what it is. My first thought was, somebody had a bad day and they must have put their hand through it. But I've got small hands for a man, especially. You know, I've got little tiny lady fingers, but they're wicked on a keyboard, guys. Watch out in World of Warcraft. It's too small. So I don't know what caused it. I know that it's not stopping you from using the bathroom by any stretch. It wouldn't be hard to necessarily replace it. I don't know that you necessarily need to either. I don't think it's the biggest problem that you could encounter in here. Nice chunk of linen space right above that porcelain toilet, and that is just a monster skylight. That's something that they did in these very nicely for a while. Kind of reminds me of like a motorhome. I don't want to miss that little nook of shelving because it's not so little right around the corner here. And I like how the sink is offset because it gives you some dedicated counter space that is always easy to access in there. Up here in the bedroom, it's a little bit of an open air bedroom, but there is a little privacy curtain here. That's a 60 by 80 true queen located right here in the slide. It feels low to the ground to me, but I sat on it and got up a couple times. It doesn't seem that bad. Like, it visibly looks low, but I think it's maybe just because the ceiling in this area of the RV is so tall that it's just kind of throwing me off. Now, naturally, you've got that full front closet over there. And again, I'm not sure what happened, but the mirror in that left-hand door is obviously no longer with us. Now, it wouldn't be very hard to, like, panel that off or close that off. It is what it is. TV hookups on the wall across from us here. What is kind of nice is there's a sticker up there that says 30-pound maximum. I wish more, you know, RV builders would give us something like that to really kind of tell us here's exactly how much weight you can put up here. The RV looks to have been stored outdoors, but certainly not neglected. Like, you can see a little bit of sun kissing here and there on some of the fiberglass, but overall, you know, the skin, the glass, everything's in good shape. It's just faded a little in really minor aspects. I'm reaching for things in that respect, just so that you know, you have a fair understanding of what you're looking at when you get down here. Again, my overall opinion of this is very positive. Couple little cosmetic blemishes, but nothing major. Let's take a peek in the pass-through here where our docking station, a little bit different. It's actually, I kind of like it. It's a little more space effective, the way that the docking station is against the wall instead of sticking out in your face, because it gets it out of the way and leaves easier access to this big pass-through compartment. Now, these do have an enclosed and heated belly. I can't tell you if it's a, quote, Four Seasons RV, because the company that built these never actually tested it. So I can tell you it's a good extended season rig. This has power front leveling jacks, by the way, and power rear stabilizers, so everything is push button simple and easy. We will get up there on that roof momentarily. It is worth noting that all the windows are tinted, which is not necessarily uncommon in fifth wheels, but there are a few out there that are not. So I still want to point that out because it's not a 100% gimme feature. It keeps the sunshine out, it keeps the nosy neighbors out, it helps keep your furniture from fading, which those are all good things, I think. And I just noticed right behind them there tires, we got ourselves a propane quick connect cooker hooker. This is the first I've stepped foot on the roof. I gotta say, wow. Wow. This is really what kept. This has gone through a very recent full peel and seal. Those are completely fresh seals. They're not laid down on top of anything. Anything else that was already in place has been peeled up and replaced. Wow! That is a labor-intensive thing, by the way. So this is something where, now obviously you still need to do regular cleaning, conditioning of your RV, but you're not going to have to give just even a second thought to any of the seals up here for multiple years, especially if you do anything to keep this out of the weather. That is awesome, awesome to see. That's kind of what I was saying. Structurally, it appears to be in great shape. It's been used. It's never been beat up. It's just had a couple bumps. But, you know, folks, like my little white Kia Soul, I call my Korean Mini Cooper over there. It's a 2013. Let's see, the power windows are failing. The power locks are failing. The Bluetooth has failed. But it runs and it drives. You know, it's got a bump in the bumper from when well, never mind that, but it happened. Anyway, witness protection has advised me not to get into the what and the why. My point is, it's a used RV. It's going to have a couple things. Every one of these has a thing somewhere in it. But overall, this one doesn't have anything I think is major. Now, if you disagree, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. It is your money buying it after all. But if you agree, give us a call. Because it looks like the owners that we're selling this for down here at Advantage One RV Brokers are being very fair about the dollars and cents they're asking on this one. So if that sounds good, give us a call. If you need hitching, pieces, parts, you got a trade, need financing, folks, we do everything down here. Sister store to Haylett RV, just down the street. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.